Sit back, relax, and get ready for Galatians in 2.5 minutes. If you're looking for lolcats, you're in the wrong place. Yo, Galatia. Peace. I am astonished that you were so quickly ditching the gospel of Jesus and jumping on the bandwagon of some other fake gospel, which ain't even a real gospel. If anyone's telling you a gospel different than the one we're telling you, let them be under God's curse. Hold up, let me say that a second time for dramatic effect. If anyone's teaching you a gospel different than the one we're saying, let them be
under God's curse.
Alright, so here's my life story. I used to hate Christians, persecuted them, I tried to kill them all. And then one day Jesus was like, no, stop doing that. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So then I became a Christian. Then I chilled out with some people, telling them about Jesus. 14 years later, I went up to Jerusalem with Barnabas and Titus. And for some reason, Titus wasn't compelled to cut off pieces of his, he wasn't compelled to be circumcised. And then I went up and hung out with the apostles. And they agreed that I would deal with the uncircumcised, and they would deal with the circumcised. All they told me to do was remember the poor. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks, I completely forgot about them. No, of course I remember the poor. That's exactly what I want to do. But then there was a bunch of hypocrites. When the cool crowd wasn't around, they chilled out with the Gentiles, but as soon as they showed up, they started getting all holier than thou, and we can't hang out with you. I'm like, bro, that ain't right. We're not saved through the law, but through Jesus Christ. You foolish Galatians, has someone cast a spell on you? How have you gotten salvation? Through the law, or through Jesus and faith in Him? Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. God gave us a promise to save us, and Jesus is His fulfillment of the promise. God gave us the law as a guardian to keep us ready until Jesus came. Remember how bad everything was before you came to Jesus and how I freed you from that? Do you really want to go back to those old ways? Working with God's like making a giant fruit salad. Love is like an apple. Joy are like pears. Peace is like oranges. Forbearance are like plums. Kindness are like bananas. Goodness is like apricots. Faithfulness is... shoot, I'm running out of fruits. Faithfulness is like a pluot? Gentleness is like a tomato. Does that count? And self-control is like steak. Self-control is like steak. Oh, now I'm hungry. All of you should work together and carry each other's burdens. Everybody should only have to carry their own burden. Now go out there and do good things. Well, that was Galatians in 2.5 minutes. Any questions? Well, too bad, because this is just a video, so I can't answer any of your questions.